There we go. There we go. We're back. I think we're near the end. We're about chapter 10. There's 13 chapters, so we have 3 chapters left. I was looking online to see how long this game is. Apparently, it's like 30 hours, and I think we're about almost 16 hours in. So it technically the game, like online say like, oh, you're only halfway point, but we're definitely near the end. Catch a tiger. Do I have any? It's probably not. I probably would have already spent that if I had the points. Yeah, I don't. What do I want to upgrade next? The attack or my health? Maybe I should upgrade these, actually. It's faster. Yeah, let's do that. Got an achievement. What was that for? Obtain 30 skills. Dude, nice. Yeah, okay. What does this do? Increase the damage done when your X boost. That's pretty good too. Let's see. I was gonna go there, but that's fine. Let's just head back to where I need to go. Cause they, oh, that's right. They, I walked away for like 2 seconds, and they were immediately like, actually, let's fight this guy, so I know how to fight. After like a day of not playing, I feel like I never know how to play this game. Nice. I'm just so good at video games. Because that's the kind of ones. This isn't Yakuza 0. I feel lied to. Because the song, actually I was gonna say, Eric, you know your music, my guy. I was shocked that someone in the chat knew which song that was from. And actually from the, I mean, I guess that's like the meme, that's like one of the meme songs from that game. That's a good one. Always max damage if enemies are dead. It's true. I gotta make sure they stay double dead. It's the rules. Whoop. Down we go. Alright, let's find out some more information.
Really? You too, Genda-sensei?
What? Am I in the way?
Of course not. I didn't know you still did field work.
Oh shit, we're all here for the information.
They could pull a fast one on Sauri.
This is Yakuza Like a Dragon? Sure. But it's not.
Why are all these people here? What gives?
We've been waiting for you, Yagami-san. Mamiya-san is about to enlighten us on the truth behind the groping.
Good.
It's about time.
Oh, and I heard about Sawa-sensei. I'm so sorry.
Our condolences.
Thank you.
Looks like she got mixed up in all this when RK was chasing after Kawana.
That isn't
But we're still
turn.
not sure
Yeah,
why they
turn-based
chased her.
RPG. Dude, Like a Dragon still might be my favorite one. I still want to finish this game before I say that, but
Exactly.
that game was so fucking good, dude.
That said, let's start with the harassment charges, Mamiya-san.
That's right, you can't pick up weapons and hold on to them. Dude, Gavel,
Veritas
there's the
donated
$5.25. So nice of you, my dude. Wait, can I play a game in here? I cannot. The fuck are these prizes? Thank you so much for the $5 and, what's over here? What is this? There's a safe back here. Ladder and some smokes. This is the boss's office. Thank you so much for the $5.25, dude. Fucking generous boy over here. Thank you so much. Can I play this game? No. Oh, what is he doing? He's just walking around the room. You just pick up a screw off the ground? I sure did. Speaking of max damage.
Fine.
One piece Roman Dawn.
Let's get this over with.
Pout all you want, but keep the answers straight. Got it?
Ihara's assault was designed to establish a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. So Kawana had you play the victim, and together you pulled one over on the police and the court.
Can you confirm if this is all accurate so far, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
fucking.
person who groped you on the train wasn't
Oh, man.
on himself. It was his stand-in. And my understanding is that he had conspirators to help him fabricate this event?
That's right.
What was Kawana doing at the time? Was he in Ijinsho or Tokyo?
Didn't you hear your lady friend? A Hara-san had a stand-in. And that stand-in was our sensei.
You mean Kawana posed as Ahara himself? So this Ahara was actually Kawana.
How? It looks almost identical to the old man. What?
Sensei and a Hara-san have a pretty similar build. Not sure they could have pulled it off otherwise, you know?
But some spots don't look right, like his mouth. You sure that's really Kawana-san?
That part around his mouth is fake. He said he scanned a Hara-san's face and made it on a 3D printer.
Oh, huh. You can print things in 3D now?
Well,
What?
it's a machine that takes a model's data from a computer and prints physical objects using materials like resin. So if you were to scan a person's face onto a computer, a 3D printer could accurately recreate it.
I don't know about that. I mean, is that how they do it in the
I
movies?
don't know the details,
You need to make
but
masks?
that's what Sensei used to become a Hara-san.
Something like this. See, with a 3D printer, a piece of a face is pretty easy to make.
I guess so.
the
They
hell?
showed the evidence right there.
I see. His eyes are hidden behind the sunglasses, and the seams on his jaw are obscured by the mask.
It's incredible, I must say. With the mouth area so visible, it's too convincing to think he's anybody else. And with the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual predator, they fell for it.
This is no time to be impressed. In case you forgot, he had the defense fooled too.
Right.
Assuming Kawana was Ahara's double, there's still some evidence I'm iffy about.
I'm of the same opinion.
Okay.
Dude, Gavin with the $9.75.
Delta
Crazy.
_ Veritas donated $9.75. I'll push toward the $50 mark. Yagami is about to throw down hard.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm just about to fucking go ham. Let's see. Well, I was not listening to this part here. I better press image on this evidence. Is it here? I guess this, right? Be like, so he did murder him.
Any thoughts after seeing this?
Stop it.
You're gonna look away? You aided and abetted by playing the victim, didn't you?
I mean, yes,
Who put this video up on the internet?
Sensei did. He said from the start
Damn.
that once a Hara-san got his guilty verdict, he'd upload it to the internet.
So that was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Sensei can't forgive the law for how easy it lets off bullies. The Hara-san's the same way. His son's death was brushed aside. The court blamed his suicide on unknown factors.
I do
And
play
that's
the
what
police
led them to his
detective.
whole plan.
I always thought this was the guy
verdict
from
is some bully who
Yakuza
dared
4,
to
but
leave
it's
his
not.
name, And the killer gets off in court by being convicted of battery. How would the public respond after finding out they'd gamed the law like that?
So Kawana and Ahara's real plan was to make a mockery out of the justice system.
Seems to be going well for them. The courts are beside themselves for dragging the police into this.
I guess Ahara really was desperate. He was never concerned about his own punishment. He tarnished his own name to humiliate the law.
Yeah, cop or not, Ahara is a broken man. Nobody took responsibility for his son's death, and the courts all but ignored his case. No wonder he went along with Kawana.
I can't even imagine.
Damn.
Yeah,
Sensei and a Hara-san are the perfect pair with nothing to lose. The only ones who do are the ones forced to comply. Us. Speaking of which, are we done here yet?
That wasn't it. Down this one. Is
this
this it?
came out pretty clearly.
Uh-huh.
So the guy in the back is Kawana posing as Ahara, right?
Yes. And he actually didn't lay a finger on me. His prints couldn't show up.
Sounds like you had a hell of a time getting this set up.
I didn't. But Sensei sure did.
This one?
What do you make of this?
I mean, what's there to doubt?
You
The
tell.
one running on the platform wasn't a.
Meaning.
There is no more meaning. The stand-in turned
Yep.
out to be no.
Yeah, we figured that out. All right. This one? Is this it? Like, I don't know which one it is.
How should we be looking at this?
The guy getting taken down in the footage is the real Ihara-san. Sensei had already switched places with them before the scene happened. No one saw through his disguise.
Makes sense. There'd be no way to swap places after getting caught like this. His sunglasses were removed too.
Also, the person who tripped him was one of ours. So was the one who took the smartphone video. If nobody tried to stop him, he would have just gotten away. But the most important part of it was pinning Ihara-san as the culprit out in public.
Right. If that didn't happen, the entire alibi goes up in smoke.
More or less.
So
From
basically,
Yakuza
this
4
entire
isn't
battery case was
made
calculated for
apparent at
himself.
all, since it's
Nothing but
sad
smoke and
because
mirrors.
the Judgment games could have had him as a cameo. I thought so too, but they never had him as a cameo apparently. I never knew that Lost Judgment is the sequel to Judgment. I thought this was its own first game. I never knew that. But apparently there's a Lost Judgment game, and I never played that, and I didn't know that. But apparently he's not in that either. When I first saw this, I thought, is this him? Is that the guy from the fourth game? So I was like, he's a cop. All right, he's a detective. That would make sense. But I guess not. And he just never made another cameo. What the fuck? What the fuck else am I supposed to use? I think I need to use all of these.
Can you take a closer look at this?
That's the Ikebukuro station platform. What about...
Kawano was pretending to be
Okay.
Ihara. Then Kawano was also the man in the video before he got on the train, correct?
Right. Didn't we go over this already?
I guess we did. Alright, is it this? I don't fucking know.
This piece
don't.
of the puzzle still needs an explanation.
Is that...
The police examined the trace evidence on Ihara's hands after he was caught. And from the analysis, the same fibers from Mamiya-san's undergarments were found on Ihara's hands.
That's right. If the stand-in was the groper, Ihara-san wouldn't have touched Mamiya-san at all. But the evidence on Ihara-san's hands suggests otherwise. Rather strange, isn't it?
I take it there was a trick to this, too?
That's simple. Before I got in the train, I met with the real Ihara-san at the underground platform. That's when I had him touch the undergarments. After that, all I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on. That's where the fibers in the trace were from. What the police found on Ihara-san's hands was exactly what we wanted them to find. And it would serve as hard proof he grabbed me.
But how did he get there in time? Wasn't he at the other location murdering someone?
Times, to be honest.
Doesn't make any sense.
You're really starting to open up. That's the spirit.
I guess this ticket.
How about this, then?
I assume I'm just doing all of it.
Before the incident, Ihara used this card to go through the ticket gate at Ikebukuro, the time of which was recorded.
Right, and it was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
Thanks, Hoshino-kun.
Happy to help, Yagami-san.
At the earliest,
Doesn't say the
Mikoshiba's
date.
time of death would have been 7:30 a.m. If Ihara killed Mikoshiba in Ijincho, he would have only had 13 minutes to get to Ikebukuro. And frankly, that's impossible.
That's what's stumping you?
I mean, yeah.
Sensei borrowed the card from Ihara-san beforehand and passed her the gate. Afterward, he slipped it back to Ihara-san when they switched places. That way, Ihara-san ended up having the time-stamped card on him. Makes sense now.
So even the entry time through the ticket gate was used as part of the alibi?
It all seems so obvious now that I hear it. Nobody'd suspect that a groping was being used as an alibi for murder.
Yeah, that's the whole
And on
case,
top
kid.
of all that, no one knew Mikoshiba had been
So
killed
weird.
during the trial. Really pulled it off.
So crazy.
Anything else?
Yagami-san, you sure that's enough?
Yeah, I think we've got plenty. Bottom line, groping was a fabrication. At the very least, we know that the prosecution's evidence can all be refuted.
The courts were being intentionally misled. I'm considering filing an appeal.
Are you saying you want a retrial?
I am. We'll reveal Ahara and Kuwana's plot and overturn the verdict they issued.
That might be harder than it sounds.
Why do you say that?
We'll be more
Sensei?
evidence, don't we?
Well, the previous trial resulted in Hara being found guilty, right? As the client, if he doesn't want an appeal, there's no way you're getting one. Doesn't matter what any lawyer tries to do. If Ahara refuses to appeal, then that's that.
And we'll talk to him tomorrow. First, we need to see how he reacts to everything we've got on him.
Sounds good. Then let's meet at the detention center tomorrow.
Nice. Nice.
Will do.
So, we done for the night?
Sure are. Great job, everyone. Go get some rest.
Woo.
Yo, Yagami.
That's me.
Sure it was cool to let that Mamiya chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
I mean, she helped Kuwana kill all those people. Aren't you gonna turn her in or something?
I would, but there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do?
Frankly, we don't have any proof of the murder she was talking about.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Nothing directly pointing to Mamiya anyway. Aside from Mikoshiba, no other bodies turned up. Which means all we can do is take her home, right? Sugiura is making sure she gets back safe.
Fine, forget it. Why are you still here? Everyone else went home already.
Come on, man, why the cold shoulder? Am I really that annoying?
You wouldn't be the guy I'd call to hang out with. So if you're done, then go.
Wow. Straight for the jugular, huh?
But if it's help you need, I'll be there. I've had nothing but time lately. But only if you bow your head and ask nice. Then I'll consider it.
I know for a fact you'd help me out regardless, so why waste a good bow? Thanks for the drink.
Dude, come on. That was your cue to bow and ask nice.
Wow. I don't really use money for anything in this game. I just barely use it. Gotta go to this interview tomorrow. Time to call it a day. Man, I hope I don't get hit on the way home. That'd be crazy. And the store is never updated for the pawn shop or anything like that. What's the... My health is fine. But wait. I still don't have... Okay, I have a little more I can spend. I'm faster than a car. Whoa! Sorry guys, I bumped into you. Time for me to beat you guys up, because I'm in the right. Hell yeah.
What a waste.
What a waste. Oh, look, more goons for me to beat up. Oh. Rob! Alright, game. Got him. Nice. Nice. What's a looking item? Yoink. Oh, that's not the right place. I actually want to check something inside. Can I please game? There we go. Okay. I can just... Wow, decorating sure is fun. Wow. I sure do love decorating. So dumb. It's so dumb. I just gotta save it, my bad, yeah. Alright, time to go to bed with my door open. Rest on the couch, yeah. Get all my health back. You almost Black Widowed him. Dude, fucking the Black Widow him for sure. I'm sure I would get more XP. Oh man. About to throw down some hands. Some fucking hands, boys. I'm gonna go bam bam bam. Let's see, better to use all the missions that have no... That's true. Gabble, how you doing today? You've been fucking a generous boy. Tell me your life. Tell me your life story. Tell me everything about it. What you have for breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast? I want to know. God damn it. Tell me. Take a taxi. Oh shit. Oh. Whoopsie. I guess I can check the pawn shop one last time. See if there's anything I need in there. I doubt there is. I'm sure I'll come back here again though, but I'm gonna buy. This is the same boring shit. Empty bottle. Can I buy anything here? Hello, I'd like to purchase some goods. There we go. So, is that a Pepsi? That is a Pepsi. Pepsi J Cola. The fuck? There's a fucking Pepsi product? This reminds me when one of the Yakuza games had a fucking... What's it called? They had a fucking... Mountain Dew in this fucking... one of the games. I forget which game it was. No problem. This is walking out with a fucking shit ton of snacks. You know, maybe... You know, I might get hungry. You never know. Water mixed with protein? Ooh. Interesting. You had some water? Yeah, this was the first time in any of the Yakuza games that I was too poor and I couldn't afford a taxi ride. I had to go beat up some random people.
So, you're recommending an appeal? I have that right? Did some new evidence come to light?
Yui Mamiya told us some things, like how you faked your alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. You wanted the sexual battery conviction, right?
Well,
your goal was to avenge your son and humiliate the law on a grand scale.
I have no idea what
McG,
you're
hello.
talking about.
Ahara-san, we have a much better grasp of the situation than you think.
And what exactly have you grasped?
Like Yagami-san just said, you're innocent, as far as the harassment goes. As your lawyer, I'll file for an appeal, and we'll make sure the world knows it.
Thanks, but no. I'm scum of the earth. A pervert. The prosecution and the judge made that very clear in the verdict.
On the day of the crime, October 7th, at around 6:30 a.m., you were in Ijincho, not Tokyo.
Baloney. I was relaxing at home.
Except that you weren't.
Oh?
You wanted to give the man who pushed your son to suicide the beating of a lifetime.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
You'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana's former student staked out Mikoshiba's house until he left. Then you dragged your prey into a car and brought him to an abandoned building in Ijincho, which would later become a murder scene. Every bone on Mikoshiba's fingers was broken. Remembering how he pushed Toshiro-kun to his death, it's no wonder you'd go that far. You tortured Mikoshiba without a shred of remorse. You inflicted no small amount of pain and terror. There's no way you weren't there, and I'd put my money on that.
And then...
You need the whole play-by-play, even though you already know it?
Oh, not at all. I'm just fascinated by this outrageous little story.
What am I supposed to show him? What am I supposed to show him? This one makes sense.
As for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba...
It's quite a home video.
Oh,
Without
jeez.
leaving anything on Mikoshiba's body that could be traced back to you, you slit his throat. Estimated time of death was around 7:30 a.m. on October 7th. You tossed the bloody coat and made your way to Ikebukuro Station, where Yui Mamiya was waiting.
Are you sure? I was at Ikebukuro by 7:30 a.m. Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba in Ijincho.
The person in the security camera footage in Ikebukuro was a double who imitated your likeness. The identity of whom belonged to Jin Kawana, the handyman in Ijincho. Or maybe you know him by a different name. Former high school teacher Yu Kitakata. So which name did he give you?
I don't know who you're talking about.
With Kawana in view of the security camera, you met up with Yui Mamiya at Ikebukuro first. That's where you touched the undergarments she had prepared. The police would later discover the trace evidence on your hands and pin the groping on you. Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station. After that, Mamiya and Kawana acted out the groping as they arrived at Shinjuku Station. Kawana jumped out of the train and Mamiya chased after him.
Didn't he have
Then, in the
like
smallest of
not black
blind
hair?
spots in a station absolutely packed with cameras. You were waiting for Kawana, who looked just like you. With the two of you matching, you were able to swap places in that huge crowd without anyone noticing. Kawana handed you the transit card used to pass the ticket gate. Just one piece of hard evidence that places you in Ikebukuro at 7:43 a.m.
Damn.
And right after the swap, Mamiya started calling for help. After that, well, we've all seen how the news reported it. You were caught in a public place with plenty of witnesses.
active duty police officer arrested
Or
for
all of you doing?
sexual
I'm doing
battery,
pretty good.
the public outcry was very clear. As a result, despite it being your first offense, you were actually tried and convicted. The consensus is that it was a fitting punishment for someone so heinous. Even as your lawyer, I felt the same.
Have some confidence in yourself, Shirosaki-sensei. The prosecution, the judge, and a lawyer like you all laid out the evidence in court and found me guilty. I'm in no position to doubt you. And I've long accepted the ruling that Toshiro was never bullied. There's nothing I can do but abide by the rule of law. Right? That's all I can do, right?
I know what you're trying to say. You carried out the justice that the courts wouldn't, right?
Everything my son went through was passed off like it never even happened. School, the teachers, and yes, the court. They all dismissed the reason he died.
That's when Kawana came in the picture, telling you Toshiro-kun had been bullied. But was it Kawana's words that suddenly made you want to kill Mikoshiba? Because all of his fingers were broken while he was still alive. Was that really all just your pent-up rage?
What do you have to say, Ihara-san?
Was Sawa-sensei the one who told you the truth? She was the only person Toshiro-kun confided in. You had to have heard it from her, right?
Nearly hit the nail on the head, as they say.
Nearly?
After my trial, she confessed she knew about the bullying. But only to her old teacher over the phone. She had no idea she was being recorded.
What?
Kawana-san let me listen to that recording where I learned Sawa-sensei had been muzzled by both the homeroom teacher and the lawyer. That was the proof of Toshiro's bullying I'd wanted all throughout the trial. After hearing Sawa-sensei's words, I finally understood. They pushed my boy over the edge.
Was there no other evidence of the bullying? Like a diary of Toshiro-kun's or something of the sort?
Nothing. Toshiro never talked to me or my wife about the bullying. And that was probably all my fault. He was bullied in middle school, too. Kids would throw his pencil case around or hide his books. When I heard about it, I chewed him out. They walk all over you because you're weak. Grow spine, I told him.
I take it that was the wrong approach.
Yeah. I can't imagine how much courage it took for him to...
I'm doing all right. God, so I'm not really talking. I'm just really invested right now.
And I should have listened when he pleaded for help. I should have told him I was proud of his bravery. But instead, I pushed him away.
Damn.
And in the end, Toshiro tried to make sure he never showed weakness to us again. No matter how much pain he was in.
Fuck,
to
dude.
A private school out in Yokohama. Because he hated living with me. But in the end, he still suffered.
And that's why you didn't hesitate to unleash hell on Mikoshiba.
If you say so.
So the first time Kawana showed up was when he let you listen to the phone call with Sawa-sensei, right?
Yes. He approached me and asked me if I still wanted justice for my son. I was in uniform when he came to me too. Very bold. But it paid off. I owe him a debt of gratitude. He reassured me he had already taken care of multiple individuals like Goshiba, and that he'd urged other families to avenge the children they lost to bullying. He'd tell them that simply being branded a bully wasn't enough. He promised to deliver real justice.
If justice can be served at one's own discretion, laws would cease to serve their function. If the law isn't fair to everyone, no one will obey it. The law is only able to help the powerless because it can't be swayed by money, force, or anything else.
Then tell me, what's the solution when the law fails to punish someone who laughs in its face?
Nah, law is very important. It's a very important
To
thing.
overlook those the law won't judge is to abandon those the law couldn't protect.
To render justice with confidence, you require sufficient evidence.
Some of the victims'
No one's above the law,
families
not even you,
refused
bastard.
God's offer of revenge, telling him it would be unforgivable. But even after rejecting his offer, not a one reported Kuwana-san to the police. Do you understand what that implies? Whether you follow through with revenge or not, Kuwana-san presents a solution that resonates with people. Being that the law is unfair and imperfect. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not. But we're fighting to make it as fair as we can. Laws have to change until they are perfect.
They don't change fast enough. Toshiro's death was murder by another name. Yet Hiromi Kushiba walked free. He even got to enroll in a teaching program as a student teacher. Someone like him? It's insane!
It's
I'd
true.
die of old age before the law was ever written to be fair enough. For Toshiro's sake, I can't turn a blind eye to a world where the Mikoshibas can live without consequence. Tell me, what alternative was there to getting blood on my hands? I didn't have any other choice.
Yagami-san, did he just...
This is the first time you've admitted to killing Mikoshiba.
You really did your research, unlike those useless cops. Kuwana-san's plan was impressive, almost airtight. I didn't expect it to be unraveled so quickly.
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kuwana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it, there's no way we would have gotten her to talk.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, but I'm under no obligation to tell you.
Ahara-san, you'll be sent to prison as a sex offender as it stands.
Of course. Just as I planned. The charges will be confirmed, and I'll be convicted. As for the police and prosecution, they wouldn't be able to admit they made a mistake. I could scream, "I killed Mikoshiba" at the top of my lungs. It wouldn't matter.
Are you saying you intend to admit to the murder after you're released?
Everyone's seen the video of me killing Mikoshiba by now. It's obviously authentic, but the prosecution and the police are saying it's fake. They need it to be fake. Even if I do confess, they'll sweep it under the rug.
They wouldn't.
No,
Nah.
it's not beneath them. But
Oh,
I take
shit.
it how they react doesn't really matter to you. All you want is to humiliate the law, don't you? The same system that determined Toshiro-kun's incident didn't happen.
Shit.
It seems
Fuck.
you're starting to understand, Yagami-san. The prosecution wanted to charge me for Mikoshiba's murder. Then they'd have to retract the battery verdict. And that would mean admitting to a massive blunder by the court at the hands of a criminal. It would be chaos. Despite knowing who murdered Mikoshiba, no one would know what to make of the case. Wouldn't that just be wonderful?
I hear you. And I even get why you'd feel pretty proud of accomplishing that.
Do you?
But In this case, the guys pretty much grabbed the tiger by the tail.
What tiger's tail?
Someone's issuing orders to the thugs in Kamurocho from behind the scenes. He's the tiger in this case. And they've been closing in on your partner, Kawana. And Sawa-sensei got in their path. I'm sure you get the newspaper in here, right? You know, don't you? Sawa-sensei was killed after the thugs broke into her home. All because she got involved with Kawana.
I'm aware she was killed. This is the first I'm hearing of the reason why. And by thugs, you mean RK?
Yeah, but we don't know why they're going after Kawana. Any ideas?
No way I'd know.
You think it could be because she got mixed up in your deadly little game?
Excuse me?
That's what getting away with murder really looks like. The more you perpetuate the lie, the greater the rift you create. And then, the unthinkable happens. Kawana killed others besides Mikoshiba. You said so yourself. That's what brought the angry tiger into play. And if Sawa-sensei ended up paying for that instead, then how can you begin to believe your vengeance is fair?
Because she gave false testimony. She lied in court to say Toshiro was never bullied.
She couldn't name Mikoshiba, who was a minor at the time, without evidence. What's more, she was haunted by her testimony.
Probably not Nick.
Always second-guessing if she did the right thing. But now she's been killed.
Sort of
Somehow
Speedy-
that's acceptable to you?
Sora's in Kingdom Hearts. Whoa, no way.
I'm gonna clear up what happened to Sawa-sensei.
And in Smash.
Just
Whoa.
like you did for Toshiro-kun.
How?
By going public with everything you and Kawana did. The first step is to appeal the sexual battery and undo this whole lie.
You never groped Yui Mamiya. That's one crime you're innocent of, Ehara-san. The court's verdict was incorrect. So please give us the chance to appeal. We can prove your innocence.
What on earth would I get out of that?
You get to humiliate the court again. Besides, what are you gonna do for the next half a year in a cell?
Fine. Do what you want. But just know this.
Yes?
I have no intention of admitting to killing Mikoshiba in court. Is your appeal still worth a damn?
We won't know till we try. Let's go, Sari-san. We have client approval to proceed with the appeal. We better act fast.
Yes, agreed.
Yagami-san. Sawa-sensei's death isn't on me. Even if I have grabbed the tiger by the tail. That doesn't mean I killed her.
By that logic, you may as well admit that Mikoshiba didn't kill Toshiro-kun. You can't have it both ways. Listen to me. Everything about you, about Kawana, about why Sawa-sensei had to die, we're gonna expose all of it. That's the only thing left we can do for her.
Damn. At the end of this chapter, I feel like it is. It said tiger, and that was the name of the fucking whatchamacallit chapter. Oh man, fuck it, you guys love watching this fucking movie? Jesus. Nick G, what a G.
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened. Why don't you head over to the office?
Sure thing.
So then, Ihara admitted to killing Mikoshiba, did he?
Off the record, yeah. He also admitted Kawana approached him to offer revenge.
That sounds like you were productive.
It's enough for us to move forward with the appeal, I'd say. How does that sound, Genda-sensei?
Genda-sensei?
The sexual battery and Mikoshiba's murder are the very same case. To clear Ahara of harassment, you'll need to prove he murdered Mikoshiba. But you don't have evidence he did, do you?
Ehara-san was captured on video committing the murder.
And the prosecution claims it's a fake, of unknown origins. The police are saying the same.
They're only saying that to cover their asses.
In reality, the sexual battery evidence against Ehara-san is what was really fake. At the very least, we can claim Yui Mamiya and the others aided in fabricating that, alibi or not.
You really think the courts will grant you an appeal for just that?
Are you saying that's not possible?
I wouldn't go that far. But Ehara won't admit to murdering Mikoshiba in court. Kinda significant, don't you think? So what chance do you have even if you do appeal? Without any decisive new evidence, you'll just end up splitting hairs over the original verdict. And what good'll it do other than damage your own reputation, Saru-kun?
To be honest with you, I feel like I've been deeply underestimated.
Oh shit! It's motherfucking Shy Dragon!
Mad?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am.
You have every
Oh
right to-
shit!
Listen, Sensei. Ehara and Kuwana devised this plan knowing full well they could manipulate the justice system. Have we not fallen right into their trap? If we take pity on the prosecution now, we play right into their hand.
True.
So how can we worry about reputation when our duty as lawyers is to face the law?
I understand where you're coming from, and you're right to think it, but...
And another thing. While acting as Ahara's defense in the first trial, I never truly believed the claim. I didn't trust the person I was defending, and I felt sick to my stomach even being in the courtroom.
Sorry, son.
Ahara likely saw right through that. He probably took great delight in our myopic dedication to the law. And I won't stand for that. I'm gonna show him exactly what I can do.
Oh shit!
What about you, Yagami? I want to hear your thoughts.
Why? Is there a choice?
We should listen to Sari-san. I understand why Ehara and Kawana did what they did, but I can't condone it.
I see. So you feel it too, huh?
Yes. Although my motivation may not be as righteous as Sari-san's.
What do you mean?
Mikoshiba's murder, the fake groping alibi, the one behind it all was Kawana, and he's in hiding. We need to shine enough light on him that the public can see what he is. And the perfect place to do it is during Ahara's appeal hearing.
So it's not Ahara you're after, but Kawana.
If we pursue Ahara's case, Kuwana-san's actions will naturally come to light.
And if we draw out Kawana, then RK and the ones backing them will make their move. Soma from RK said Sawa-sensei knew too much, which means whoever's behind them has a secret that needs to stay buried, even if it means murder. And I need to figure that secret out. I owe Sawa-sensei that closure. The only thing we can do for her now is make sure the ones pulling the strings pay for it.
Well said. I guess going back wasn't ever really an option.
How was your day, Samato? My day was pretty good, Shy Dragon.
Complacent from all the
Fucking
police
pretty
and
mint. I did almost not.
quiet.
I woke up pretty late.
Underestimate the younger generation.
I apologize. I shouldn't have been so impertinent.
That should be my line, Saru-kun. I suppose
I was
have
excited to play
make up
this.
my mind after all that, don't I? Get out there and do what needs to be done. And
Did you guys see the new Resident Evil trailer?
Right.
Yep.
You heard him.
Yep, right. You heard him. Yep. Okay, yep. I fucking saw the trailer for it. I'm mad and happy at the same time. It's so hard to get my feelings around it.
Yagamishi, are you still in Kamurocho?
Sure I am,
Yeah,
Chief.
why? What's up?
I'm afraid RK seems to be amassing in Ijincho. It's very bizarre.
Are they now?
Yeah, I can't shake the feeling that the officers like Soma and Akutsu are still in town.
You think so? If If I was Soma, I'd have left Ijincho by now. He's a person of interest in Sawa-sensei's murder, too.
I see.
It looks
That
interesting.
does make sense.
I just can't believe they
Things are
did
settling
Leon so
into place
dirty.
here, though.
Dude,
I'm
it's
heading
so
back to
fucking
Ijincho with Sugiura.
disrespectful.
I'll
I don't
watch it over
know,
before we get back.
bro. I always feel like if they're not gonna
Wonder what it could
pay
be.
attention to detail
Okay,
on that, like,
see you
right,
soon.
then why, I don't know, right? Because, like, the trailer was like, oh shit, there's a lot of, like, source material here. There's a lot of, like, they're respecting a lot of stuff they're adding into the fucking,
Yeah, let's go.
to the thing, right? But then they're like, they just made Leon look like nothing. Whoa! I could just do that? I just teleport down? I didn't know I could do that. That's way better. Where are we going? Oh, okay. I don't know. I really like Leon as a character. So then just to see this other dude. First when I saw the image, someone showed it to me, I was like, this is just a porn parody. Fuck off, dude. I'm not gonna be fooled by this. I legitimately thought it was a porn parody. Like these two dudes, when it was like Leon and Claire, I'm like, this is a porn parody. Fuck off, right? But no! It was real. You know, it blew my mind. Right? I really like it, right? I don't know why they're also doing the mansion. I feel like that's unneeded. I feel like that's like too much. They might be doing too much. I feel like they should focus on one of them. But then again, they feel like maybe it's like, I don't know, not enough source material to fucking make an entire movie out of it, you know? But I know I can always be proven wrong. I just really wish they made Leon look like, you know, Leon. Everyone said it's really funny. Some people are saying he looks like the guy from Resident Evil 3, Carlos, which is really funny. He looks more like Carlos, and it's like, well, what's going on here? But now it's Leon, and it's kind of disappointing. I just feel like, you know, if they're not going to pay attention to that, then they're probably, if they're not going to care about that, then they're probably not going to care about the rest of the movie, you know? Oh, man. Some people say Claire kind of doesn't look like Claire, but Claire looks like, that's alright, I guess. Like, I'm not going to get, like, too picky, right? But the guy looks, listen, bro, I want that Japanese 90s hairstyle, that Japanese punk. I want it. I don't give a fuck if it's out of style. It's the best. I love it so much. I love watching him. Go here. I can't skateboard when I'm with someone. Lame. There's no one on the streets. We just gotta hope that it's good. Yeah, it's true. There were a lot of cool scenes. They put the original like zombie scene, you know, and I thought that was really cool. It's definitely probably going to be better than the old Resident Evil movies, like when they made like 6 of them, and they didn't keep truth to anything, and they're like, oh, this game's popular, we'll add this into it, even though it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I definitely think it'll be better than that, because those movies were fucking trash. I don't know why I want to save, but I'm going to save anyways. I'm on easy? I'm on easy difficulty? What? Oh, there's no point in changing it now. I put this on normal when I first started, didn't I? I gotta go back and check that. That's blowing my mind. Oh, I've already started on easy. Might as well not fucking change it. Might as well just continue being a pussy.
Well, now that's something. Looks like we're finally starting to see the whole picture.
Kuwana-san, or rather Kitakata-sensei, huh? And his students helped Ihara murder Mikoshiba. But there's still some things that doesn't explain.
Like what?
Like, why does RK keep going after Kuwana-san? You think that's weird too,
He
right,
probably
Yagami-san?
killed someone they knew.
Yeah. That's the piece of the puzzle that'll lead us to why Sawa-sensei got killed.
He also killed that one dude that they were looking for.
Before they came to Ijincho, RK was originally looking for Shinya Kawai. But when they found out he might have been killed, they suddenly shifted gears to Kuwana. So what are they trying to accomplish?
We can guess all we want, but that's not gonna get us anywhere. Shouldn't we ask someone in Arcade directly? They're strengthening their numbers in Ijincho as we speak.
The goons at the bottom rung aren't gonna be in the know on that, though. Though if Akatsu or Soma were around, then we might get somewhere.
That's true.
Sitting around here won't get us any further. I'm gonna head into the city for a bit. I'm quick on my feet. That's about all I have going for me right now.
How modest of you.
Yeah, don't say that, Yagamishi. Otherwise, what ground do we have to stand on?
That's her. Alright. Probably jump out. Nah. This is gonna be a side quest. As much as I would want to only play the game with the dog, it would just be a side quest. Unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see it. I'm gonna see it regardless, but I don't know. I'm just sad. I just really like Leon as a character. Let's do a side quest. Why not? What the fuck? What? Why? I'm in the middle of the streets.
It's Shirosaki. Do you have a minute, Yagami-san?
I guess in the middle of the streets, but sure.
I was thinking back on our interview with Ihara-san, and something he said isn't sitting right.
I might have accidentally lowered it.
So I wanted to ask you.
I'll look back.
Which part felt off?
The part about Kuwana approaching other bullying victims besides Ihara-san to offer revenge. Ihara-san also mentioned that most of them rejected his offer, but never went to the police either.
Yeah, and?
Well, wasn't the first bully Kuwana killed his own student? Shinya Kawai, I mean. Tormented by his bullies, Mitsuru Kusumoto's leap left him in a coma to this day. That event was the catalyst for Kuwana's actions. So wouldn't he have approached his parents about revenge too?
Mitsuru Kusumoto's parents? You're talking about his mother, Reiko Kusumoto, right?
That's right.
Yes, who is currently Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. If she accepted or is even an accessory to a revenge plot against Kawai, then there's no way she'd ever want that secret to get out. With her level of influence and power, wouldn't it be possible that she ordered RK to silence Kuwana? Which would explain how RK's actions are being controlled.
Oh shit.
Wouldn't it?
And you think it's Reiko Kusumoto?
You don't think vice ministers can control criminal organizations from the shadows? You know very well the answer to that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tsukumo's actually looked into her before.
pretty normal in the first part. Maybe you accidentally. I did. Did you check?
This is genius, Sari-san. This could lead us right to who's controlling RK.
Quite a compliment coming from you. I feel better already.
Don't sweat it.
That's interesting. How the fuck did I change it? I mean, I was trying to. I remember one time I was looking to like I guess I'll just return. Going back up, hey guys, I know it was gone for like 2 seconds. Yo, Samana, what a fallout. I feel like Resident Evil 4 movies should just stick to animation movies. Yeah, you're right.
Back already?
The newest one was pretty good. It had a couple of plot holes in it, but I enjoyed watching it.
Well, the day's not over yet. I need you to look into Reiko Kusumoto again. She might be the one behind RK.
Really?
Yeah. Can you pull up the picture of her you showed me last time?
Cutscene. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, I get 1,000 points for XP. Okay, that's nice. I thought it was 100. I flipped them around by mistake. Yes, yes, yes. Taking forever to load. But yeah, I'll watch it. Chris looks pretty good. I bet. I wish he had more like fucking buff muscles like in the fucking game. Those fucking watermelon fucking biceps, you know? But that'd be a little too unrealistic.
Okay. Take a look at this, Yagamishi. Reiko Kusamoto became vice minister just recently. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Looks like she still has a good rep.
Yeah, there's almost no criticism of her out there.
The Ministry Revolution, bucking the bureaucracy. Golden parachutes don't fly with Kusamoto. Go her. Vice Minister's pretty high up there, yeah?
Big time. If she really did take Kiwana...
Guess what they did? A big update for you. Yeah, I saw. Trigger's kind of being salty about it because he can't play because his VR is fucked.
Some kind of connection.
I'm excited for Tuesday when we play Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Connection? A bit vague, no?
Fair enough, but RK already took an innocent life while hunting Kiwana down.
Right. And after killing Sawa-sensei,
Oh man,
he tried to kill
I'm excited to play Yu-Gi-Oh VR.
Still, no matter how dangerous the gang, murder is a risky proposition. Then again, if someone's pulling the strings, they have a lot less to worry about. Especially if that someone has vice minister status.
Well, the internet's not gonna give us much else. How about we do our usual thing? Go straight to the source.
Maybe we should.
Would it really be that easy to get a meeting with someone like her?
Mitsuru Kusamoto's still in a coma, right?
Yes.
If he's in a hospital, we can catch her by surprise.
Guess his birthday was it 4 days ago?
I
Ooh.
getcha. That might work.
Huh. What's this now?
What's what now?
Breaking news from the net. It says manhunt for Sawa-sensei's murderer.
And?
It's hitting the network news too. The person they're after is...
Wanted for the murder of private school teacher Yoko Sawa in her own apartment, Kanagawa PD is conducting a search for the suspect, self-proclaimed handyman Yu Kitakata.
Why are they looking for Kiwana?
Shouldn't they be after Soma?
Sawa-san's former teacher before and after the incident. It's also surfaced that he's been using a false identity for over a decade. The police are hopeful that their search will turn up some sort of connection to Sawa-san.
If Kiwana-san was caught on camera, then surely some RK thugs were as well?
Yeah, I think so. On that note, I should have been in the footage too. The police only seem to want Kiwana, but why? Guess we'll have to ask them ourselves.
Ask who?
Detective Watanabe from Kanagawa PD. He was the guy in charge of Mikoshiba's murder.
Been a while, hotshot.
Yeah, I guess it has. Hey, I'm curious. Do you have any evidence that Kiwana killed Sawa-sensei?
I take it you saw the news. Kiwana was caught on camera near the crime scene, plus he knew the victim. And if that's not enough, he was using a fake name. How's that for evidence?
But I saw Soma holding an ice pick up to Sawa-sensei. Plus, there were RK footprints all over the scene. So why is Kiwana the only suspect?
Because the big boys with big balls at HQ said so. Barking at me won't get you anywhere.
So this is all just pressure from upstairs? What is going on here?
Why are you so bent out of shape? Kiwana's a legitimate suspect, and all we're doing is following procedure. So stick your private investigator schnoz somewhere else.
You know, you sound pretty bent out of shape yourself. Where are you right now?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking maybe we could meet up. How's a free pass to bitch about your work sound? Abe-san?
On the phone, in person, there's nothing I can tell you.
He hung up.
Damn.
Yagamishi, I managed to focus in on the background noise from your phone call. Despite all the
It
interference,
was
I have a good idea of Nabe-san's location.
Who's that?
What? Seriously?
He's on the main drag in Chinatown. If you go now, I'm sure you'll find him.
But is he even gonna listen to you?
It won't matter if I miss him because we sat here wondering.
Yagami Detective Agency, quick on its feet indeed.
Can't compete with that.
Oh man. Hello. Nope. Got him. A little gift from me? Neom. Is the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, that's interesting. Did he do anything special for his birthday? Nice. Can I jump over that? You can. I miss. Ah, whatever. Oh, can't use the skateboard here. Dude, I can go for some Chinese food right now. Whoa, did I find it?
Yagami, why are you here?
Oh, hey, Nabe-san. And you were...
It's Sakurai.
Oh, right.
I take it you didn't just happen to be in the neighborhood.
Let's just say some friends of mine have a real keen sense of smell. Something stinks about the cops here.
Excuse me, pal?
The Sawa case. Why aren't you going after RK? Or are you and you're just keeping me in the dark?
This isn't the place to talk about that. What the... Hey!
I get the feeling something's keeping you guys from doing your jobs. And I don't have to listen to you.
You want to say that again?
Sakurai, I gotta hit the can. Head back to the station.
Huh?
Need to take a piss, Yagami? You're looking hydrated.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, shit.
Then let's.
Get fucked.
Damn. What's he up to?
Nice spot you brought me to. Very romantic.
Well, we're about to have a shitty conversation. Might as well do it with a pleasant view.
Do the cops really believe Koana is responsible for Sawa-sensei's death?
We wouldn't be looking for him if we weren't serious. We even have a warrant.
To arrest Koana?
His real name's Yu Kitakata. He's been using a fake. He surfaces right at the murder scene of his former student. In my eyes, he was suspicious enough.
What about Soma from RK? He should have been spotted on the nearby cameras too, like when he entered her apartment.
He wasn't.
How is that possible?
Let me rephrase. There's no footage that had RK anywhere near it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, shit.
From the moment Mikoshiba's murder went down, the higher-ups have been busy playing politics. I had a handle on things when we were just competing with Tokyo PD over who got to grill Ihara. But after that murder footage came out, it really stirred shit up. Sawa-sensei's
He's not beating up teenagers and gangsters. He's catching some air on his board in the city. Oh, man.
You're saying the whole force is in on a cover-up? started with
I wonder what 140 cards they add. That's probably a lot.
Someone on the inside erased it.
I'm excited for the Black Luster
Any
deck that they
footage
added.
The arcade guys tagged in it is totally wiped.
Erase the footage. Are you serious?
Yeah. You heard me. Kawana leaving her place is all that's left. Even the parts where you show up are long gone.
I probably won't be playing Resident Evil 8. I'm not a fan of that style.
The only person that the cameras pin the crime on is Kawana himself.
Who would go so far to erase the footage? Who would do something like that?
It's time to let it go, Yagami. Mikoshiba's case and Sawa-sensei's case, they're closing the book. And to tie up the loose ends, and this is the shitty part, Kawana has to die in an accident.
What?
As soon as they track him down, they'll put him into custody and then blame it on negligence. They'll say he resisted arrest and died in the struggle, I'd guess. Someone clearly wants Kawana gone, and they have the power to do it.
Come on. Who could have that power?
Kawana is clearly a target of someone higher up. Even
Damn.
if he sees it coming, he won't be able to stop it. As far as I'm concerned, the case is closed. You wouldn't understand until you've been on the force. When the team you're playing for is rotten to the core, all you can do is look the other way. As for me, I'll stick to the cut and dry cases for a while. That's what'll keep me an honest cop.
That's bullshit! You'll shut the lid on the trash, ignore the smell of the rot coming from inside, and go on pretending it's
Shit.
justice? And then you call that being an honest cop?
Asshole. Did you forget that you were talking to a detective?
You never did answer the question, Nami-san. Who had the authority to erase the security cameras? Who wants Kawana dead so bad that they do it inside?
Even if I told you, what the fuck could you do about it, detective? Smartass!
I gotta get the answer now.
Leave it alone, Yagami. It's for your own good.
Is that your call? Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
Oh shit. Judgment.
Shit.
Lost Judgment. That's the name of the game. Bum, 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 bum. Boss fight. I'm gonna tell 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Up. Come on, move. Fuck. Oh shit. Whoa! Oh, get fucked. That's the button. Alright, I was trying to figure out which. Oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't know I could do that. That's how we fucking do it, boys! That's how we fucking do it! Woo! Get fucked, detective. Fucking old man.
They broke the lock and forced their way into
Japanese
Sal's
TV show.
place.
Well.
That's when Soma came in. I'm sure she was terrified. They were pointing an ice pick at her. When I found her, her eyes were still open. I could see the tears. Yet the police are going after Kawana instead of Soma. And the cops
The police are
don't
always
know
fucking
he's the
corrupt in these
suspect,
games.
but say their hands are tied. So it'll be my voice you hear instead of hers. And when they come to silence me, I'll know who the puppet masters are.
I hear you. And you're probably right.
And if you have any idea who might be pulling the strings, I need you to tell me before it's too late. Is there anyone on the force who would want Kuwana dead?
The moment we opened Sawa-sensei's case, the Kanagawa brass had a suspect file ready to go. They didn't point to your guy Soma. They named you Kitakata, alias Kuwana the handyman.
Shit.
Hilarious, isn't it? You were the first.
What's gonna be your
to
next
see
stream game? I actually don't know.
Bigwigs pulled a suspect file before it even happened.
Where'd the info about Kitakata come from?
Not sure. But the National Police Agency said it came from public security.
Public security? Why is public security involved in Sawa-sensei's case?
Seems they were interested in RK's criminal network in Kamurocho. You know how after the Tojo clan disbanded, the criminals started going underground? Well, public security would rather let RK roam free than bust them. Monitoring them quietly gives them intel on criminal movements. And even if you catch these guys, no one will just take their place.
Wait, so they want RK on the streets? Is that why they're brushing Sawa-sensei's case under the rug?
If RK goes down in one fell swoop over a murder case, they have to find a new source of intel. Purely speaking, from public security's point of view, that is.
Unbelievable.
Not that they'd ever say that out in, well, public. If you believe public security, there's no way RK killed Sawa-sensei.
What the hell? Do they even have a reason?
Not that I'm aware of. On top of that, I asked Tokyo PD about Soma, but he doesn't have a record. No priors, no census registry, not even a damn profile pic.
Then, what does that mean?
The man known as Kazuki Soma doesn't exist, basically. Maybe that's how it's always been. Maybe it's a cover-up. But they had plenty of files on Kuwana to send our way instead. They're the ones who made him the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's case, too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Kuwana's a scapegoat for RK. Public security wants to shut the curtains on Sawa-sensei's case with him. As far as they're concerned, with Kuwana silenced, it will all balance out.
So that's what you meant by Kuwana having an accident.
Right. Better to flush your shit than keep a lid on it.
So who's running the show in public security? Do they have a name?
I wasn't told, unfortunately. Afraid I'm further down the food chain than you thought. Yeah, Watanabe speaking. Huh? Jincho?
Huh?
Right. Got it. Call me if anything else comes up. Kuwana's been spotted. A witness reported seeing him in Jincho.
Seriously? He's back here?
Couldn't say for sure.
Where's he at?
Fukutokucho, in Koreatown, where the Komi Jewel hang out. The police are headed there now.
Komi Jewel?
Apparently it means spider web in Korean. You haven't seen it? It's made to look like it's abandoned.
And Kawana's there?
You're not gonna say you got that from me, right?
I don't have much time. You said Kawana might have an accident, didn't you? I'm sure that's why you're telling me all this.
If you find him, let him know it's public security that's after him. And they mean business.
Oh shit. Where am I? I'm so fucking far away. Ah, there it is. I'm just gonna take a taxi. Adios, amigos. Is the bow in the background having problems? I didn't see anything like that. I was too busy looking at their faces. Oh man. God, this fucking this game. It's giving me so much fucking. I just want to know. I just want to know everything. Hello.
Yagamishi, it's me. I have an update for you. It seems Kawana has been spotted in Ijincho.
Yeah, in Komijo, right? I'm headed there now.
Ah, fastidious as ever. But the police have already started blocking off Komijo.
Parkour time.
Already?
They're probably going to surround the area and gradually close in on Kawana-san. What's your plan, Yagamishi?
Public security is probably behind that. And according to Nabe-san, once they capture Kawana, they'll end up in an accident.
An accident?
Long story short, I need to find Kawana before the cops do. Can you navigate me to him?
I most certainly can. For now, just keep heading toward Komijo. In the meantime, I'll be monitoring the surrounding area. Oh, and I'll dispatch Sugiurashi.
Appreciate that, Tsukumo.
I hate that Streamlabs, every time someone types, every now and then, it won't move it down. So I have to scroll down to see it. It's so annoying. You think, you should do a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy. What? What do you mean?
This is Tsukumo. Yagamishi, please come in.
Hey, I think I'm in front of Komijo.
Indeed you are. I can see you from the drone.
Then you'll notice the cops block the road. Any way I can get in there?
Not to worry. I've already looked into an infiltration route.
For a stream? Nah, I'm good. Probably nothing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a game. I'll probably definitely pass then. I never on the DS at a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX game, and I never beat because the final mission was to
So, what should I do?
being stealth. I don't know the last time I did this.
In front of the barricade?
But
yeah,
I had to destroy one of the divine beasts in a duel, and he would never get it out, and it was really annoying. It was the only way to beat him, and none of my cards were good enough to destroy it because I was using a fucking pretty shitty deck. And I was like, I'll go build a better deck. Then I couldn't do it. Distracted. A golden plate. You throw a coin, what does that do for me? Move. Move. What? Move. Oh, a coin, I guess. Guess I'll just move. I don't know how they're not seeing me. Just throw a fucking thing in his face.
Tsukumo, where should I go from here?
Komijul proper seems to be located behind those construction fences. There's one door in the fence, so that's your best bet.
What's this? What the fuck is that? Oh, that's where I gotta go. What outfit did I just get? That's not even an outfit, it's gear. Defense is 5, increases XGH rate by 20% and boosted rate by 20. Oh, okay. I'll just keep that. There we go.
Tsukumo, can I get a hand?
Just leave it to me.
So weird. I love the Yakuza series. Yeah, the Yakuza games are really fun. They make a new one of this game soon. Yeah, dude. I enjoy them. Complete the stealth game. Quick, open fire on the droid. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna stand here for a little bit more for my dramatic shot on my butt.
Tsukumo, keep navigating for me. And let me know as soon as you find Kawana. Huh? It's weird. Hello?
It's just like when I played Like a Dragon. I gotta go upstairs. What if we're gonna meet the other guys?
Kitakata Sensei! Show yourself! Come on, get your ass out here!
Relax with the yelling, will you? You're giving away our location.
How am I supposed to relax? This shit's intense!
Shh, shh, shh.
Sugiura?
Didn't Tsukumo-kun tell you I was on my way?
Yeah, suppose he did.
Yagami-san, all these guys are RK.
Does that mean RK beat the police to Kawana?
No,
Guess
not
so.
exactly.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw some cops let RK guys through. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
They all see, they just think I'm crazy, yeah.
Some cops are working with RK.
But why?
Someone in authority on the force is trying to get rid of Kawana. So they want him to have an accident.
What? That's off the scale insane.
Insane or not, I need to get to Kawana before RK or the
It's nice
cops
that backup.
You know where he is?
I don't. Come to think of it,
I did see the final character for Smash. I saw that for 12 seconds for the Disney symbol to pop up. It cost them $40,000, and I find that very funny. And then they asked, "Hey, can we have Goofy and Donald for this scene on the glass window?" No. Okay, we won't do that then. And they're like, no, and they're like, we don't want to pay more money for that. I guess spotting them was optional or something, or I would have gotten caught. Shit. Some goons.
That looks like a lot of RK muscle to me, Yagami-san.
Yeah, but if that many are out searching, The silver lining is that they don't.
I mean, a lot of people asked for it, so I think that was really nice of them.
We'll just have to stay one step ahead of them then.
All right then, and watch this immediately get
Let's see where
spotted.
else we can go. So let's go up those stairs.
There's always duck hunting, yeah. Listen, I think it's kind of nice they finally were listening to their fans. Is this where I gotta go? No? I thought I'd jump up there. I guess they all left, right? They burned down this place, so there's no evidence of this place existing, right? In Like a Dragon. My wallet chain.
Looks like this is the highest we can go.
Why am I so cool? You have no right to be...
Yagami-san, got arcade coming
to
in from
be
below,
do
too.
cool. What?
Let's find another route on this floor.
I gotta make sure we notice this little scene. The stairs.
Suspicious. What the?
It's right there. Oh.
Suspicious.
I forgot I can move.
What the?
There we go. Done investigating.
Yeah, we should be
Time-
able to get up from here.
Time to play Assassin's Creed.
There we go.
Damn. Wish I was that nimble.
Man, it's good these arrows are pointing up. You're a fucking pebble? I'm fucking rich, baby. Oh shit, what's over here though? Oh, what the fuck? Yay. Come on, get down. Or you could just fall down. Alright, I was kind of hoping you were going to jump. Fuck this game, bro. I'm so fucking salty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. This is unnecessary to walk like this. Just fucking falls off. Oh my god. Maybe I can just go on top. No. So it is meant it to jump down. How do I jump? Sprint. Toughness Z. I might as well take some toughness Z then. Oh, sorry, that thing's in the way. Oh, man. Come on, go up. Oh, so I have to go around. I think Sleeping Dogs is a game you would enjoy playing. I've already played that on stream a while back, like back at the beginning of my career. Oh, Beehive, very, very worth it. So I got this Beehive. I hope no goons come out of that door.
Good work, Yagami-san.
Happy a spooky tour.
You guys are Komi Jewel, aren't you?
Huh? Komichu? Us?
What's going on here, man? This place is empty. Lead the way, would you?
Yagami-san, they seem like RK.
I'd rather not have to bullshit them.
So, take them down?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I hate that so much. Every time they're at 1% H health, they're like, I gotta fucking go my ultra mode, and you can't do any damage to me when I'm doing it. That's some fucking bullshit.
Yagami-san, looks like the top floor is up ahead.
Oh my god.
There's a room on this side too, though. Might be worth checking out.
Oh, it's a safe spot. Does that mean to be a big boss fight? I've never seen this before in the game. I would love to save. It's like you're telling me there's a big fucking boss fight or something. It's crazy. Hello?
I wish we'd had some sign of Kawana-san, but maybe we'll still get lucky? Are you ready to go, Yagami-san?
Yep, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Time to kick ass. Time to go do a beat smacking. Yes. Where are we?
Man, where is this fucking guy? This shit's taking forever. Yeah, it's not like anyone else is here. You think the cops got it wrong? Then what do? Keep looking? Is there a fucking point?
Seems like Kawana-san's giving them a slip. What's the plan now?
Let's find out what RK's gonna do when they catch Kawana. Are they planning to kill him themselves?
What, you gonna just stroll up and ask them?
Well, I only count 4 of them. So, 2 each. Piece of cake.
I guess.
Okay, let's go. Hello, gentlemen. Got a couple questions for you.
Huh? Who the hell are you two? You with the Komi Jewel?
Wow, they don't even recognize you, Yagami-san?
Well, that's kind of sad.
What's going on here?
Yagami-san? I don't think it's just 2 each anymore.
Yagami? Hey, that's the detective from Kamurocho.
A detective?
Detective.
They're with Kitakata.
Fuck yeah. Let's get it started. Hope you're ready to die.
The fuck is this voice acting? Oh, those are the same faces too.
Come on.
This is different up. Are the Sleeping Dogs still up now? It was way back, like 3 years ago. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I'm low in health. For so much health was lost. Yeah. I'm not breaking that. Oh, there you go. Very easy. Let's see. If they ever make a sleep, I doubt they ever would. If they ever make a Sleeping Dogs 2, I would play it. I like Sleeping Dogs. That was a good game.
That all you got?
Very underrated.
I thought there were more of you guys.
Let's not jinx it, man.
You guys came looking for Kuwana, right? What were you gonna do to him?
We were just told to catch him. Not sure what comes after that.
You sure the plan wasn't to kill him?
I said I don't know.
Who gave the order here? Soma?
It was Akusa-san. Probably on Soma-san's orders, though.
Hey, Yagami-san?
Hello?
Hey, how come Ijincho has so many creepy masks?
I was just gonna ask you.
Kuwana's not here.
Huh?
That intel was fake. We were the ones who put it out.
You live here? Then you must be Komicho.
Normally, it's us hiring the handyman. But this time, it was Kuwana asking the favor.
Huh? To put out false information?
Yes. He said he wanted to see what kind of enemy he was dealing with, and how they'd respond to an eyewitness report. Seeing as how easy police info made its way to these thugs, I'd say he was wise to use caution. Were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kawana's nearby, watching everything unfold as we speak? He's really in Ijincho then?
We'll have to clear the room to discuss that.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
Sorry.
As you said, Kawana's returned to Ijincho. There are benefits to being here that only he can exploit.
Where's he hiding out?
Under the protection of Tesso.
Got it for like $3? What a deal.
But you cleared to see him. We already took care of that.
Kawana actually said he'd meet us?
Come on. There's a way through the cops don't know. You can get out to the city from there.
That'd be helpful, thanks.
Guess you're not so bad after all.
Bear in mind, you may not leave alive if you come back. You were never welcome here.
And never mind.
Weren't the DLCs in that game just like skins though? Like none of them were really like story DLCs. I remember I got the Definitive Edition on the PS4 when I bought it. I think that's when I played it for the first time.
So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I'm sure the Liumang will lead us to him. Just so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Now let's get there before Kawana changes his
A
mind.
brother? You have a brother?
Yeah, let's go.
Probably another reference to the first game. And I fucking... So the game's still fucking saving, apparently. And I can't fucking... I can't fucking use the menu. What is going on? let me fucking see the mini map. I want to know how to get there faster. It's still fucking loading. It's still loading. I can't pause. I got here before I could even pause. The game's gonna break, dude. It's gonna fucking blow up.
So, you're Yagami Yaniki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Will you be coming inside?
Sure, let me pass.
This way, please.
I should have got some food. Should have healed myself, but I keep forgetting. I keep fucking forgetting that health is a very important thing that I need. Where are we? All right. This guy. I forgot about that.
Bro, hey man. Welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kawana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Oh shit.
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kawana-san.
Vaping.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect, Kitakata. After killing
Let him pass.
Sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Shit.
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
So Kawana hired you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
That's right.
Didn't I tell you? The Liumang accepts anonymous requests too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
Damn.
You really aren't hiding
Nightmare in Northport DLC. I was like the zombie, right? And wasn't there like a snake one too? I forgot about that actually.
Nothing much more to hide than that. Do you need any more convincing?
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats. So I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy?
Are you gonna play Back 4 Blood? I sure am, Chief. I can't wait for that actually.
So how about it? No reason for us to doubt
Because on the 12th, that's in 4 days from now.
All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
You were just over at Komiju, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
Care to venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Oh? Who?
Don't make me guess. Don't make me fucking guess. Just say it. Just say it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Reiko Kusamoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's Mitsuru Kusamoto's mother, your student from 13 years ago.
So like in Japan, smoking is like a really cool thing. It just makes you look cool. Like every character like smokes in Japan.
Public security.
That's why in like a lot of anime, every time they in a conversation they light up a new cigarette. It's really funny.
He was also told to back off RK. If public security is protecting RK, it would explain why they have free reign on Ijincho.
Hey, back up. Why does this Kusumoto lady want to silence Kuwana in the first place?
Kawana had his former students kidnap Shinya Kawai in Kamurocho 5 years ago. The same guy who pushed her son into jumping off the roof. Kawai was killed after that. Before you killed Kawai, you approached Reiko Kusamoto about the prospect of revenge, didn't you? Ahara told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusamoto?
What if I did?
She's the vice minister of the Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular.
It is free
She's
on
like
Game
cleaning
Pass,
up
which
her
is really dope.
predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands. And if you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusamoto plans to
Have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Exactly. Except public security can't just go after you. So they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work.
Have I played
That would explain why
MGS?
public
I don't know what that
security
is.
trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
And what's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusamoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusamoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusamoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means...
Oh, Metal Gear Solid?
Kusamoto-san
Nah, I'm not a
isn't
fan.
the one giving them orders.
Sure. That makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusamoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusamoto-san. She drove the knife into his chest personally. She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time. Just like Akihiro Ehara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Oh, shit.
Afterward, she told me she'd never wash the smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusamoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Even so, the fact is, Kusamoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusamoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusamoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health. Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusamoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security's been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
Right. Kusamoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister is trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusamoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusumoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's
Don't
behind
be a
this
dick.
may have been looking for a weakness in Kusumoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusumoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago,
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
It's really weird when they upgrade graphics and downgrade graphics in the cutscene.
it wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her, Reiko Kusumoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case, the link between him and Kusumoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except, Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ehara, Reiko Kusumoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die. And that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusumoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Bum bum.
Hey, skinny ginger kid.
Ginger kid.
Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
Good thinking. Wanna get some food?
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice, we all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell!
Damn.
Stay out of my way!
I don't think I know what that game is. Visage? Oh shit, he's got like fucking 4 blocks of health. Fuck. I have 10,000. I think I can really spend that on. Might as well just hold on to it. Fuck. Up, 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 up. Got him. I just kind of want to finish this, so let's just use one of these. Does this still keep going? Oh yeah, so there we go. Got him, boys. Got him. Too good. I'm just too good. Oh, fuck you and your fucking 4 bars of health. I'm the main character, bitch. Oh, I was kicking his ass. This is not how the fight was going at all. Just watching.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
There we go. Now let's stop.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What? You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
Got him.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it. You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
Sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Mess, guys.
Oh no, my chairs are slightly on the ground. Oh no. This will only take a total of maybe 20 seconds to put the chairs back up. It's crazy. Holy shit, it's this guy from the Like a Dragon. I forgot his name. What's he doing? I guess this is where he just went.
Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold. One of our higher-ups cooked this himself. It won't look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Delicious. Man, this is the good stuff.
So that means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right. It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number 1 while RK roams free is absurd.
Solving crimes with your fists, indeed.
Cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
I'll probably pass. I'm not a big fan of horror games.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency.
Thanks, Rocket.
If they're after you, there's no escape.
Agreed.
Then I guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Huh?
Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh? That'd be public security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you. By the time you notice, it's too late. They've got you.
I think we're still in
That's what
chapter
they
10.
want, right?
It's crazy.
But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do. You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
Huh. Yeah. For two enemies to join forces, there needs to be an even greater threat to fight.
Sure, I'm on board with that.
Fine, but this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay, then where do we start? Should we just storm public security at this point?
No. First, we need to confirm.
Are you gonna
public
do more
security is really
Phasmophobia?
what
Yeah.
we're after.
Me, Six, and Cat, and maybe Triggered if he gets his VR fixed by then, are going to stream it.
They have no
We're gonna do a drunk stream too to celebrate.
We'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage against Kusumoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Wait, hold up! You saying if you call up Reiko Kusumoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in? Can we maybe not do that here?
Actually, that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking crazy?
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san? Wouldn't that bum him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Good shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Kuwana, when was the last time you spoke to Reiko Kusumoto?
5 years ago.
God, that looks so good.
On the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it, so we'd never contact each other after that.
So you have her number then?
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them. That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusumoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How's that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously, you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up, Sugiura-kun.
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
How did Trigger break his VR? The 3 cords on the back that connects to like a brick that which connects into the PC is damaged, and his screen goes black, so you can't see anything.
Man, Zhao-san's cooking makes even the suckiest.
Zhao, that's his name.
Cheers to that.
He's not even talking. They didn't even want to pay him for voice acting. That's funny. He's just a cameo.
Hey, so Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're burners that can't be traced back to us.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. You work quick.
Damn, it does suck. Not much I can really go off on that. I can either do boost attack damage or probably this one. Where am I heading to? Oh. Almost there. Up. There's all the
just
stuff.
The two I've been waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Hey, got those burner phones ready?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
I still don't fully get what's going on. Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it down. First, we call Kawana on one phone. Let's say this one here. Then we use this other phone to call Reiko Kusamoto, using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh, okay. And then?
If public security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana, they'll trace the call without actually finding him. Then we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting it.
Surely you don't intend to do that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for Kawana-san's enemies.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys. And it's gotta have a good vantage point.
There's a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seiryo High. There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagami-shi, even if it isn't much. I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
All right then. I guess we're gonna. Wait, can I go out the? Oh, I can. I cannot. I lied. I lied. Where are we heading to? Oof, that is some distance, my guy. That is some motherfucking distance. I'm just gonna use a taxi. Nice. Bum 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 bum. Oh man. Damn, I can't use my skateboard.
This must be the construction site Tsukumo was talking about.
Spend time with the dog? Dude, I wish, dude, but I'm too curious about the game. I want to know what happens.
This is Tsukumo. Yagami-shi, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood.
It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I know. Okay, do it.
Oh boy. How am I gonna fucking do this? Oh, there's the kid. The mom.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei. I've read about your accomplishments. To think you'd become a vice minister.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you've probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusumoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
No. There's no way they could mobilize their people that quickly. My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's
Oh man.
just okay.
Do you have DLC for this game? Is there DLC for this game?
But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
Hey, look. It's a drone. It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it. Shoot it down.
You sure?
Just take it down. Hurry it up. Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it. It's too small. Shit.
You should shoot at a building now at this point.
How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kawana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like Spec Ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done here. Pack it in.
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Who the fuck are you?
If it was you guys in charge, I'm sure Kuwana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kuwana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. And he's out. Nice. Very nice. That's just how you do it, boys. It's that easy.
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies, get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Damn. Bum, 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 bum. Son wakes up.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusumoto, correct?
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Come now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests. I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
Nice. 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 Maybe it won't be it today. Still have 2 more chapters to go. This chapter, I didn't even start this chapter yet. It was just like this chapter was like I've been playing this. I've been in this chapter for 2.5 hours. It's crazy. I might go for another 30 minutes. I might go for an hour. It depends. Or you might not beat it today. But I want to play a little longer. I want to make sure that next time I stream it, it'll be the end. And I'll beat it. It's interesting. Oh shit. We can skip this. We've already seen it. Water. Undercover.
You've done it again, Tsukumo. Can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry.
Why mean Jincho? Not Jincho.
Then
Kamaro.
I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years, even after she became vice minister. If you gentlemen want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
Well, I'm gonna try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it...
Are they remastering GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas? I mean...
Yeah.
Wait, remastering or...
And if
it's probably remastered. Like, that's whatever. They've done that so many times. San Andreas has been on the Xbox, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and probably going to be on the Xbox Series X.
But Kawana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So, you're just gonna show up? You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
You got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. But watch your back. They find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready. Like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra
And
time
they
on his
are
hands.
remastering Destroy All Human Beings. I did see that. Is there a trailer for the GTA 3 Vice City and San Andreas? Also, is it a remake or a remaster? 'Cause if it's gonna be slightly better graphics, and that's it. That'd be
Why start
boring.
apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
The hospital. Ah, so many pocket tissues. What a shame. To the hospital. You have better graphics? This I gotta see. I think I gotta go. I think I actually gotta get on and test it. Look at it. Gotta see. I can't imagine how much better like it got. There's no one to get on and test it with. 6 is probably sleeping. Oh shit.
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
We'll take a few laps around the block and then drop you back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth. In your own words. About Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
Oh shit.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Koana now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public
Did
security.
they steal a taxi again? I guess.
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the
Dandelion
city.
2 got pushed back again?
Unless
What
your
the
public
fuck?
security could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now after Koana. Do you understand, Kusamoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have
It's
no
been pushed to
doubt public
February
security will
2022.
comply with
Fuck,
them.
dude.
To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo.
I've tried them all. At least I've checked them all out. Yeah.
Various powers would control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
Hmm? I guess there's bullying among adults in high places too.
Yeah. Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusamoto have done to her son's bully? I'm guessing that's what prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ihara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai, all to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
Even after finding out Kawai disappeared, public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them. They'd finally know Reiko Kusamoto's weakness.
How long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Mikoshiba. She was his master teacher. So, not long after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills, to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusamoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues? He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
Kawana and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues. How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the Health Ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
An independent agency within the ministry manages the National Pension Fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
What?
They've been driving straight in this car. They sure have.
In order to generate.
This is one long fucking city.
In other words, They want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
I mean, would it work?
Of course. If the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management. And here's Kusamoto-san, head of the office. And she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusamoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
Okay. Wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you? I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
And your solution?
There's no stop lights or signs. True. There's one long fucking. It's basically a highway.
You already know so much. What more do you need to ask?
It's just a copy and paste.
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country. And once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
You mean he'd be tortured?
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. As for me,
they would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Shit. Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusamoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kuwai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kuwai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said. All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that.
Damn.
That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
You and Kawana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself.
Probably relating to the first game, but again, never played it, so...
This isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in. That's all I had to say. We're back.
Wow. Gee willikers. I didn't have to say after that.
Right here okay, Yagami-san?
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Kawana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? 'Cause I'll totally take you up on that.
I don't know if they're gonna do the taxi now. Pause, 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 pause. Up, can't pause. Do nice. No pausing. Not pausing that loud. Just want to pause. There we go. I still can't fucking do anything. How many do I need? I need like 3,000 points, it said. Fuck, dude. 2,300. I think those are also thugs just walking by.
And stay down.
Actually, let me beat up these guys so I can level it up. Whoa! Sorry, guys. I was skating on my Mongol. Whoa. Get the fucking. God, I can't even grab the gun. Oh shit. Yo, fucking dude, thanks for becoming a member for 4 months, dude. RTBFIT. Interesting. Now I can do it. Nice. Probably gonna play for another 5 minutes and call it a night. So I guess I'll watch this cutscene and probably end it. Then gonna go make dinner. And probably really late at night, I'll probably check out the new update in DMVR. Like, super late. Maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours from now.
Well, look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
It was
It's only
I.
been 2 or 3 days. Where's Koana?
Has it? He bolted.
How should I put this? Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusamoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawhi 5 years ago.
You what?
What did she have to say about that?
That she had no sins to atone for.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served. Do they have to suffer like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would Sawa-sensei want that? You talk about justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusamoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawhi. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawhi. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it. Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged. Even if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here. You've killed, what, 7 people now? Do you even hesitate anymore?
You got proof? Running around making baseless accusations. You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
My colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just gonna keep doing this? Did Sawa-sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
Is that the only thing keeping you around? Truth be told, I don't think exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
What is this? An audio file?
After Ahara-san lost in court, she called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever. Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ihara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ihara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again? Somebody's always got to get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusamoto, yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Kawana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
Damn, dude.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
Time to call it a day. Alright, boys. It's time to save and end the stream. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, YouTube.